Alright guys, it's Nathan Giffen from Vertical Artisans, and I'm here with Joe Tran from the Foam Design Center, and we're at the West Coast Training Center. And the thing that's really awesome about this particular class is we're introducing a new product line with the Foam Design Center. And our very first product is the Moongate. And with me today, Joe is going to show exactly what comes in a Moongate kit and how easy it is to put together. Joe, why don't you tell them what we got here?
Hello there guys, my name is Joe Tran, and what you see here is a patent pending transblock system. What we have here comes in the kit for the Moongate. It comes with several different products, but it comes as a complete system where it allows you to build the complete system without having to find glue. We make it simple for you to go through the whole process. So when the box comes in, I will start here. We ship with the accessory. We have the glue system. It comes with the trigger here. And this is what holds the whole system with the foam to foam. So it is the same composition as your foam, and this is a permanent glue once you set it. And it's very easy to use. You can tie it in, then it's permanent when it's clear, but you can use it for any other purposes that you want. So it's not just for this project. When you invest into a kit, you own one of these. So the next kit, you don't have to buy it again. So we set you up one time and you use it for the entire job or in other jobs. So
you can just buy the refill kits.
Of course. Then all you need to do is make sure you clean the gun with this. So there's a cleaner that comes with it. And later on we're going to walk through how to assemble the guns and how to clean it. And the cleaning is what makes this thing last longer. So that's an investment. Then on top here, what you see here is the color green. This is actually fiberglass rebar. The reason why we're not utilizing steel rebar, because we don't want to introduce rust into the system. If the system get cracked, water get into it, well, we're going to engineer no failure into the system. So what you see here will be technology that's currently used to build roads and bridges. This is what we're using fiberglass rebar now for. All right? So since we're on the fiberglass subject, what we see here are the fiber chops that replaces your steel rebar, and it's also equivalent to the strength of your structural rebar. The reason why we use this is that there is no tie-in rebar in our system. Everything will be automatic. So once this is mixed into the structural concrete design and it folds together, it links it all in as a structural rebar. And we'll see that later once we tie in with the arch. So it comes with a couple, 2 to 3 bags of these. Then our system, big panels, will have an arch block. It comes 4 big arch blocks, okay, and then we have 2 small arch blocks to set on the bottom. Then we have these plugs. These plugs will plug the panel when it comes together. This is what seals the component together. As a matter of fact, this is our patent design channel. This is what makes everything possible. This channel, we have a double, then we have a single. So everything's all thought out, so that way it's easy, seamless when we put it all together. Then these wedges, it's just a decorative to make the shape. Pretty much, and then of course, this is our seat wall. The seat wall has different cuts in the seat wall design. So you have, right here, it's a single channel. And this side is a double channel, but this is enclosed. So that way, once you fill the concrete in here, this will be your structural framing bar. And when you seal this with the foam to foam, and you plug with the single plug here, then you're ready to fill your concrete.
Excellent.
Okay, so we got 2 of these deal. So 2 of the seat wall, 4 of the big arch block, 2 of the small arch block, 2 wedges, and the rest is all the accessory. And this makes your standard Moongate.
And the idea is to be able to have a kit so that you can come in to the job site and essentially pour concrete, assemble your kit, glue your kit,
That's right.
fill the core with your fiberglass reinforced cements,
Yep.
and then you're completed. It's all continuous and it all dries down, no cold joints. It's all synonymous with 1 hour or less construction. So this is a good time saver, number 1. And number 2, your substrate is completely ready for your first coat of cement. And
That's right. I mean, when we talk about ready, this is a substrate that will take your composite cement surface right away. So you're not wrapping. The moment that becomes structural in terms of your glue, then you can work on it. The way the glue works is that within 10 minutes that it's set, that way it's structural enough for you to work on the surface itself.
Right. And that's money. The faster you can get on that product with your finishes, the faster that you can get on the product with your decorative side, the better it is. So let's not wait any longer. Let's get this thing put together and let's see what we got.
That's right, let's do it. So the best thing is to figure out what shape is identical. Then you start with that. So in this particular design, you can do it 2 ways, but I'll show you the first way is the easiest way. What we do is we set up the 4 pieces that come together, and we need to place it with face up where the cut joint so we can seal it.
Great.
Okay, let me show you. Help me with this too, Nathan. We're going to clear this out. Put this here. All right. So this is our big block. The reason why you see this cut here, this allows us to put the core on the inside. So you see when we fill the concrete, it goes through inside the curve. So it follows the whole guide. So when that ties together, we give you the arched structure. And we will set this in any, so these angles are perfect fit. You cannot go wrong. As long as you put this face up, they all tie in. Right? So you would just set it and it automatically ties in together by itself. So now, in an environment that you're working by yourself, and this is the right way because now you have a flat surface. Everything's level. As long as we keep all these joints together, then we're good to go. The way we glue this is that the expandable glue would expand. So you don't want to glue it everything together right away. Because the moment that you walk away, this thing will push out. What we want to do is we want to pin glue. So we want to do spot glue like this, 1, 2, 3, and just set it and let it expand. After 2 minutes, we come back, we line it up, everything's in place, then you feel the whole system. That's how it works because expandable foam.
Right.
If you walk away and expand, and when it's clear, you don't watch it, it's going to be off.
In some cases, even the expansion of the glue will separate the foam blocks.
True.
So that creates even a bigger space, which makes it more difficult for you to put your keys in.
Correct. But again, this is an easy system to fix. It's only foam, you can cut it, shave it, and get it smooth. Then your structural coating on the outside will cover everything. The main thing to look at is make sure we don't have an arch that is off. So we need to make sure that everything's lined up with the radius. And that's key for this. But everything else, if it's a little bit bumpy, you're gonna coat ½ inch to 1 inch of concrete.
You're not gonna see it.
Exactly. So the way, if this is glued together with the trigger, let's say this is all right here. So what we would do is pin 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we just let it be. Don't even set it together. Just do that. Come this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you're gonna time about 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, the foam expands, and that is the best adhesion time. Once that time goes, now you line it up, so you start here first, then you put it together. All right? And if you want to pin this together, let's say you want to use a nail and put it through, it's fine, it'll work. But in this particular case, if we do it like this, you don't need to. Then you go to the next one, you put it together. So you don't want to do any pressure at all, just put it together and let the glue do its work. And then you move to this, get it together, and make sure again, your smooth transition from radius. Once that's done, let it do it work. Walk away, do something else. Get these set up. Okay, so that way when you're ready, as a matter of fact, now it's perfect timing to feel this while you wait for this to set. So walk around, feel this. Okay? Let it expand out. You're not gonna hurt it.
Right.
Because we can always shave it off. So after about 2 minutes after past this, we come back again. This line, that's gonna be a gap. So we just feel it. Feel this, and go through the same process. And that's the ooze out too. Okay, now let everything cure out. 10 minutes, when the foam turns yellow, orange, that means cured. We'll come back with a blade, this blade right here,
Hacksaw blade.
hacksaw. The reason why we use this, which has no handle, because it's bendable. You can shape it. Let's say it's ooze out here, you see how we angle, we shape it? So we're trying to keep it tight as possible without too much reworking.
Right.
So you're not pinning the hole. I mean, you cannot really hurt it, but I find out that, with foam, this cuts with less mess.
Right.
Because it's really fine. The finer the blade, the better. So once that's all in place, then you're ready to set. Prepare your footing. Drop this on. Once you get your footing done, right? So you would set your seat wall in place. Then get your rebar.
So our footing has just been poured. It's still wet.
Yes.
We take our block, and because this doesn't even weigh hardly anything, it's going to set right on top of the concrete. It's not going to be a problem. Now we're ready to go.
Drive in the fiberglass rebar. Hammer it into your fresh footing. Then let it sit. Then matter of fact, when you put another rebar in here, then you're ready to fill your concrete. But before you fill, you want to weight it down, right? So put some concrete here. So give it a natural gravity weight. Then you fill it on the inside.
Okay.
So imagine this is all cured. Depends on how hot we mix the mud. It could be within half hour.
Sure.
Ready to guys pick that up, line it up, and put it right in. And you should have an arch wall ready. Okay, so this is also the other piece.
Your rebar should just continue to stick right through there because it's hollow.
Correct.
So even if it is long,
So right now,
that rebar's in the mud, and then we're right in there, and that just continues to lock in,
There we
right
go.
like that. And then as we continue to fill, do we fill this with mud first?
you can stabilize this first. And as a matter of fact, this piece will be part of this arch as well.
Correct.
So you have the seat wall done, then you set the whole arch on top, then you ties it in with foam to foam,
Okay.
then you fill with the concrete.
Okay. So, after all of our foam is together, when do we start putting in the keys?
Well, the keys, the ones flat down, is already in place. All the keys should be locked in place and filled, except the one key on top. where we're gonna fill the concrete from top down. There's gonna be a key opening here. As a matter of fact, usually with our manufacturing, we should have a key open. And let's say this one doesn't have a key. This is how easy it is to open up a key. Yeah. So you got a key open there. Open the key on this side as well. So this is it. This is your top arch. So
And
all you need-
the purpose for this key is because we have a hollow channel in here. We need an access point to pour material into.
Correct.
To tie back into our existing rebar that was on our left and our right side.
That's correct. So everything else will be sealed except this.
Except for this hole.
This is the only hole that's open so we can fill the mortar into it.
And then you'll want to keep these cutouts if it doesn't have a key already, but most of the time it's going to have a key.
Well, most of the time this will fill it with solid concrete. That way the mortar is flush on top.
So we don't even need this.
We don't need that
It's just
key
gonna
anymore.
fill up just right to the top, that's it.
Yeah, and that is also our strength. That's kind of like our vertical beams going up. So now you have concrete running throughout and running each tie is also like an X. So it go all the arch and also on every joint, it ties together as well, like a bonding joint.
Right. That's a piece of cake. Let's put this thing together and let's see what it looks like.
Okay,
Do that.